Why doesn't it change? Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, don't forget that you can still watch my free webinar where I teach you how to get him to commit. All you have to do is click the link in my description box. I know that sometimes you meet someone and it ticks some of the boxes, but it's not completely that, and there is something that frustrates you and you are asking yourself, yeah, why doesn't it change? It's like you see his potential but you don't understand why it's like that. Or sometimes you just like him and you want him, to have specific traits that you don't see in him, and you don't understand why it doesn't change because you love him so much and you think that you would have such an amazing relationship if only he could change. And I want you to understand something about men. Men don't change because you want them to change, okay? Just like for you, you will not change because a man wants you to change. And if you love him, and maybe you want those personality traits, and maybe actually you want to have the personality traits that he's asking for, and maybe he wants to have the personality traits that you're asking for, but at the end of the day, you still need to understand that it requires effort to become someone else. Let's say you want him to make 6 figures and he's making the minimum wage. Don't you think that there is an issue when it comes to his identity, how he perceives himself, and this is like, and there is some inner work that he needs to do to become a man who makes 6 figures. It won't happen like that, okay? There is a process that he needs to go through and needs to work on himself. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he's a chronic cheater and you're asking yourself why he can't be faithful, and you don't understand why some men are faithful to their woman and why yours isn't faithful. You need to understand that it's not about you, it's about him. Him being cheap has nothing to do with you. Him not being able to provide for the family has nothing to do with you. You need to understand that we all have our own wounds, and we heal at a different pace, and some people aren't there to be in our life forever. So you need to understand at what time you need to let them go and when you need to cut your losses. Okay, this is the mindset of a confident woman, and we go through this in my coaching program, How to Get Him to Commit. So this is the program that I have for single women, and doors are still open, but I'm gonna close them soon. So if you are ready and you want to become that confident woman who is bold in a feminine way, who goes after what she wants in a feminine way, and who has standards and boundaries, and who's magnetic, this is the course you need. This course, I will be able to coach you for 12 weeks. So this is a way for you to fast track your results and become the magnetic woman you want to be. Okay? So you need to understand that if he's not changing right now, it's because he can. Okay? There is something that many women don't understand. It's like men prefer to settle than to change because it's easier actually. And as women, we feel a lot of discomfort when we settle. But a man, even though he won't be happy in the relationship, but it's still better for him to have someone than to have no one, because men validate themselves through sex and through women. So when he has at least one woman to talk to, he thinks, oof, everything is okay, and it's even worse with sex. Okay, they validate themselves through sex. And when they have sex, they think, okay, everything is okay, I'm still a man, thanks God. This is what's good. This is the kind of thought that they have. So this is why they rather settle than changing, because changing requires effort, and if they have to change, it means that they need to invest money, they need to invest time, they need to become vulnerable and all of that. So you see, most people aren't capable of that, and you need to accept that. So if right now you are frustrated and you keep on asking yourself why doesn't he change, it's just because he can afford to be like that, because he still manages to get women. If no women wanted him, then you would do something about that. But if you are insecure and you settle, you need to understand that men are capable of picking up what woman is insecure and what woman has her standards on the floor, and they go for those women when they are wanted, because they know that you won't require much for them and they can have you without doing anything, and at least they will have someone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.